Congratulations on becoming a new WaterMonster licensee. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to use the major components and equipment on the WaterMonster and SupplyMonster trailers. Hooking up either the WaterMonster or SupplyMonster trailer is simple, but it's very important that it's done correctly to ensure safe towing. First, position the tow ball under the trailer tongue, and be sure the trailer tongue receiver is open. Lower the trailer tongue onto the tow ball. Lower the tongue until the trailer jack comes off the ground. Then raise and secure the trailer jack for sufficient road clearance. Lock the trailer tongue receiver and insert the locking pin. Hook up the safety chains, being sure to cross the chains. Plug in the electrical connector. Then, hook up the emergency brake cable. Both trailers have an access door in the V-nose. Tank lids should be stored on top, while tools, supplies, and sanitation items are stored on the bottom. The trailer's spare tire is also mounted in the V-nose. The supply box should contain all necessary parts and tools. All of these items should be double-checked before each event. With a fire hydrant meter obtained from your local water utility company, you're ready to fill the reservoir tank. To tap the hydrant, use the fire hydrant wrench to remove one of the side caps. Next, open the operating nut on the top of the hydrant by rotating counterclockwise until water starts to come out. Allow the water to flow until it becomes clear. It can take a few seconds to flush out stagnant debris. Then close the operating nut. Attach the hydrant meter to the fire hydrant. Next, attach the pressure regulator, which prevents hose ruptures, broken pipes, and backflow. Use the clear 2-inch hose labeled potable water only. Attach the male end to the pressure regulator and secure the locking levers. Remove the reservoir inlet cap on the trailer, then attach the female end of the hose. Make sure all valves near the tank drainage area are closed. Remove the large cap on the reservoir tank and the small cap on the water fill outlet. Open the operating nut on the fire hydrant. The reservoir should only take a few minutes to fill. Visually check the water level periodically to make sure the reservoir does not overflow. When the tank is filled, close the operating nut on the fire hydrant. Recap the reservoir tank and fill outlet. Remove the hose from the reservoir inlet and recap. Then remove it from the pressure regulator. Lift the hose to drain the remaining water, then coil the hose and connect the ends together before hanging it up. Remove and store the pressure regulator. Then remove and store the hydrant meter. Finally, replace the fire hydrant side cap. The WaterMonster trailer's tank and stand bay holds 10 tanks and stands below. Overhead is storage for 10 lids and other event-specific supplies like cups, trash cans, and mister tents. The SupplyMonster trailer holds 20 tanks and stands. The upper storage area in the SupplyMonster is nearly double that of the WaterMonster. When storing heavy items, like tables, always load them toward the back of the trailer as shown. Lighter items should be stored toward the front. Ice is stored in 1 or 2 Monster coolers in the back of the trailer. When you open a Monster cooler, be sure to secure the lid with the overhead hooks. To drain the cooler, slide it out of the trailer and open the drain valve, located in the center front underneath the cooler. Guide rails make loading and unloading easy while keeping the equipment organized. When removing a stand, first release the strap securing the stands. Carefully slide the stand halfway out, then reposition yourself to carry it from the side. Holding the stand's top and bottom rails, pull the stand close to your chest for balance. Place the stand on a level surface. The stand was designed to rest on any outdoor surface. The bottom ring will prevent sinking on soft ground. Reattach the strap to secure the remaining stands. The stand was designed specifically for the WaterMonster tank. Never use the stand as a stepladder. Before each use of a WaterMonster tank, it must first be sanitized, using a pump sprayer with a bleach solution and a pressurized potable water sprayer. Spray the inside of the tank liberally with the bleach solution. To rinse with the pressurized water sprayer, first open the black flow valve located between the main pump and the reservoir tank, or on the supply monster located between the 2 stacks of WaterMonster tanks. Next, connect the battery. Then turn on the pump. Flush the tank thoroughly, pulling the tank slightly toward you to drain completely. The tank should be inspected and any remaining debris should be removed with a clean towel. When you're finished, close the black valve and turn off the pump. And be sure to disconnect the battery after either setting up or breaking down at an event. Each tank cleaning must be documented. Record the tank serial number, date, and sign the log sheet provided. When removing a tank, pull the tank partially out of the trailer. Then grab the guide rail slot on the bottom of the tank with your other hand. Hold the tank close to your chest for correct balance. Place the tank on the stand, aligning the stand guide rails with the tank slots. Wipe down the outside of the tank with a clean towel. Then spray and wipe the spigots with bleach solution. Finally, be sure the dump valve and hose bib are closed before filling. Once the WaterMonster tank and stand are positioned, filling is easy. The hose reel comes with 100 feet of hose. First, pull the locking pin. Stretch the hose to the desired length. Remove the outlet cap and hook the outlet fitting over the lip of the tank. Next, open the appropriate valves. First, open the white main valve, then open the red pump valve. Leave the blue drain valve closed. This pump is designed for potable drinking water. The separation between the pump and gas engine is to protect the water from engine leaks. The on-off switch is located on the back of the engine. Turn it on. Move the gray plastic choke lever to the full choke position and the metal throttle lever to 50%. Then start the engine with the pull cord. After the engine starts, move the choke lever back to open. Running the pump higher than mid-range puts unnecessary stress on the pumping system. While the tank is filling is a good time to add ice. Tear or cut a large opening in the top of the bag. This will make pouring much easier. Take special care to keep the ice bag clean to avoid getting debris in the tank. When the tank is full, turn the engine switch to off and close the main valve and pump valve. Remove the hose from the tank, immediately replacing the cap. Align the hose with the reel and carry the outlet end with you to avoid dragging it. Retract the hose carefully to avoid damage. Once retracted, lock the hose reel into place. Secure the tank lid by first being sure it's closed on all sides. Then insert the aluminum locking pin and insert a tie wrap to minimize tampering. When breaking down a tank, you must first drain the remaining water. Attach the drain hose adapter to the 1-inch dump valve. The green drain hose should only be used to drain the WaterMonster tanks or the reservoir tank. Never use this hose for drinking water. Attach the green drain hose to the adapter and extend the hose to drain away from the tank. Then open the dump valve. Use wire cutters to remove the zip ties, then pull the locking pins securing the lid. Wipe down the outer surface with a towel, then place the tank back into the trailer as shown. Dry the inside of the tank with a clean towel. The guide rails make it easy to slide the tanks back. Simply push them back as you add additional tanks. The filtration system on the WaterMonster must be maintained. If filling a single WaterMonster tank takes longer than about 4 minutes, the filters may need to be cleaned or replaced. To check the filters, use the filter housing tool to remove the housing. Once the filter housing is loose, remove the tool and unscrew by hand, using your other hand to support from beneath. Be careful, as the filter housing will be full of water and somewhat heavy. Pull the filter from the housing and inspect. You can use the fresh water sprayer to remove excess particles. This will extend the life of the filter. If this does not improve water flow, replace the filter. When reinstalling, make sure the rubber gasket is seated properly. If the gasket appears dry, apply some food-grade lube for a better seal. Screw the housing back on by hand, then snug with the housing tool. Do not over-tighten.